Hello, everyone. I hope love is treating you all well because that's where I'm landing at, and I have landed up here. We just finished one series, uh, Truth as Is, Beauty as Is, Kindness as Is, and Love as Is. And now we're gonna take it from there, continue on the topic of love. It's beautiful, isn't it? See how it falls into place, one after the other. This is the nature of this work, this voice, these words, or song, or whatever it is. It's been a theme from the beginning as I have tracked it and watched it grow more and more beautiful from within and all around. Your life changes when you find that voice within and you realize, wow, that's not me. It really changes you. And then as it grows into a perfected spirit within, and then as you keep accepting it, you become one with it. And now we're doing it together. That's the journey. We are on a journey of love, from love to love. We are on a journey of love, from love to love. Nothing else is gonna work. We've tried it all, trust me. No one can be more rebellious than our family. As my understanding goes, we accumulate a lot of memories in the consciousness as we take many births. That's for certain. There is no question about it, that there is an accumulated thought patterns and accumulated energies that we collect from birth to birth to birth, from people to people to people, and then how those energies change every lifetime, what we do with it, and then that takes off from where it left off in the next birth. Literally, I've had the experience with my son, as it was shown to me what happens from one life to another and how difficult it is to change minds and hearts if we are not doing the work. In one lifetime's choices totally marks your next one. And how we pass on, how we leave this body and move on to the next phase of this journey of the soul, whatever, and end it, it makes a big difference. That I learned in my life, true experiences. This is not copied, there's no copyright, that nobody, this is my experience, my truth. And for everyone, that is the one and only thing that would set us free. The truth that is within you, and the experiences that you're having, the behavior and whatever is coming out of you, and you watch it, you want to change it or not, and all that good work. So we will begin with love again, continue this journey on love, and hopefully these words will make sense to whoever has been following, and apply it in your own life the way it fits your life, your mind, your body, your spirit. That's why this speculated theoretically, this should work on anyone. It doesn't matter how big of a sinner you are, or a bad person you were, or how bad you feel about yourself, how much low self-esteem you have. These are all parts within us. That's what's happened to me There were all the parts, but it was all scattered. No balance. There was no integrated awareness of the parts that are true to my nature, So it got all scattered up and it's been put into place. It feels good when you finish a puzzle, and you put that last piece. I once worked on this 1,000-piece mandala. It was pushed onto me. It was a gift to somebody else, but they pushed it onto me. See, that's how people are. Nobody wants to do the work, but if you do change your mind, just try it. Just begin doing this work. It's called the work because you really can't call it anything. The transformation that happens within through the experiences that you are attracting in your life, you can't call it anything else. It's all the time, it's work. Even the body breathing, it's work, isn't it? So there is work to do. It's not enough we just sit in one place and think about ideas or just empty talk. All that needs to fall away. Really, where we're going, this place, 100%. It has to be 100%. It's all or nothing. Because even the slightest version of something different from it, it creates imbalance. It creates an uncomfortable feeling. It's just like being in a place that you're not comfortable being, So imagine that within you. That spirit needs to fill the entire space, beginning with your body, the entire space beginning in your mind, to occupy it in the perfect form and shape that you are, which is nothing but love. Ultimately, everybody comes back. That's the destination, and until we reach the destination, there's anxiety, there's stuff that we're doing, we're going here, we're doing that. There is activity. There's always activity, isn't it? Again, bear with me with the noise. This work has to be done. Like I said, this is what I'm doing in my empty space, and it keeps me sane. It keeps me sane because nothing else makes any sense to me anymore. I'm not running away, I'm not running towards anything. I'm just here, being in this space to see if I can finish this work perfectly, end it, and then see if I can land. Because you have to practice, isn't it? Anyone who says, this thing, that thing, it's chronic in India or anywhere else, telling others what to do, that's an excuse to not look into yourself and do the work. It has to be practiced. Any teaching, if it's not practiced, it doesn't have life. It doesn't have the spirit to transfer it to other person and inspire, isn't it? You have to live it. And it goes on for everyone. It's the same. You do it within yourself. You have to listen to somebody within you. You have to listen to that voice, listen to that the mind's thoughts, this noise and the sounds that it makes, isn't it? You have to listen to your body. So, and we have to practice it. We have to reconcile. We have to adjust. So it's an art. It's an art of perfecting the balance. That's what the work is. And it's a lot of work. You cannot cheat your way into everything. A little bit leeway can be given, but come on. So I was doing this 1,000-piece puzzle and I really took it to heart, and I want to finish it. When I start, I want to finish it. So some help was given, and a lot of experiences happened. Like one piece would vanish and you'll feel bad. Even if there's one piece missing, the puzzle's not complete, isn't it? There's a whole. Then later I prayed and I went into deep states of wow, I can't finish it, wow, I started, and all those things, that happens like an artist. But I did find the peace. It was in some weird place. It happens to me a lot lately. It's happening. Maybe I'm just getting older, I don't know, but a simple thing like finding your hanky or finding your rubber band, you think it's there and your mind is telling you, but you're not looking underneath it. You're looking everywhere else. See, that's the nature of the mind. It's distracted. all these distractions and disturbances. I am so tired of it. We just want to fall in place, just want things to move smooth, we just want things to work, isn't it? Doesn't everybody want that? And then you find it, you find the peace, and then you complete it. Even at the end, there were it was too big. By the time I finished it, it was big. So to maintain it, in a little space that we had in the apartment, it was difficult. Then at the end, it broke. It fell apart on the top a little bit, and we had to put it back together. So it was quite a journey, but we did it. We finished it. And man, I'm telling you, it felt good. And I gave it back to the person who gave it as a gift, and they framed it and put it. It's the journey. It's a journey. We all want to complete our journey, and we want a completion. We want an end to something. Some things need to end. We need to let go. Some things need to end to begin again. Okay, it's not going to hurt, because this whole work is based on love. There's no push, there's no pull. We get used to that, and we automatically think that it's going to be like that, because that's how our minds are patterned in the world to live. It's difficult. That's all there is. So something new comes around and something new manifests itself, it's a little difficult to accept it. But if you're the kind of person who likes challenges and who's open to some new things, then there is a chance that you're gonna come in contact with a glorious new consciousness that can be found within you, and things can change, life can change. Like we say, it's not hope, it's certainty. So it's based on love. It's a very loving spirit, loving and kind. Until you find that within you, don't give up. Keep working on it, keep deleting, keep cleaning up. There's no end to this cleansing. I mentioned all the previous talks, they're happening through some kind of a sickness and cleansing that's going on. And I can hardly wait to find relief from, like finish it off. Finishing touches are going on, is how I am tracking it within myself. There are some finishing touches going on in the masterpiece. It's going to be finished soon, and he's going to put his signature on it, and he's going to send it out as a gift, as an offering. It costs nothing. All it needs is your presence, your mind, your heart, and we can have a beautiful relationship. We can have beautiful experiences together in the space that love creates. Whether we're together or whether we are separated by distance, it doesn't matter. It is going to fill up all the spaces, cracks and crevices, and it's going to shine that light never before experienced, never before heard of. That's what the new age is. Minds and hearts change to such an extent that they all feel like they're light bodies, right? They feel that love within. We're still going to be on earth, we're still going to do all the normal things, but it's going to be different. That's what heaven on earth is. It's nothing, there is no big complicated fantasy or CGI here. It's real, it's nature. There is no touch up. There's no makeup. You're as beautiful as you are in the natural, organic existence that you came into. Yeah, going back to when you're happy, you create, you love. When you're happy, you love. When you love, you create. So, welcome the new everything, the new beginnings. We'll take it from there, and we'll see where we end up and what we become. This is just a beginning. So, okay, come on everybody, get on the love train. Let's move on. Let's have experiences in the train as we journey on. So, like I said, this work has a theme and its nature is to be very, very spontaneous. Definitely there is love in the air. I can feel it, I can breathe it. You feel good, isn't it? You feel good, you feel good. So I'm going to keep doing my work here to spread the love and light, and we'll see how it goes. Until next time, keep the doors of your heart open and keep your mind in the space of silence so the words can be heard and the love can be felt and experienced in all new and beautiful ways. One cannot put words to it or explain, it has to be experienced. So be open for that. As this continues to grow, things of the world also start to become easier, better, more clear, more beautiful. And it's a slow process in progress, but it's permanent. So until next time, we love you. We're here as a friend, anytime, anyhow, anywhere. We will see you in the all around, and we will see you in the next talk. Bye. Love is certainly in the air. So let's move on in this love train as it is reaching out with open arms to welcome everyone home, to new home. It's a new home within, new kind of love. All the talks seem the same because it is, but we're going to attempt to scatter it a little bit and then put the pieces back together so it makes some sense. Because when something is called out and we give it a voice in clearance and clarity, then it makes sense. Sometimes it has to come out of you for you to see and then reflect on it. As we mentioned before, we are not glorifying our weaknesses. We are strengthening our strength. That's what love is. Its power is not to destroy, it is to build, it is to change, it is to transform. It looks at you and fills you with his love, or she looks at you and fills you with her love. It doesn't matter, his, her, all these are just words to capture the essence of the entity of love in creation. When you're one with the divine or your love within, then it doesn't matter the worship, the pujas, the chantings, all that from outside doesn't matter, because you're living every moment from within in that state of love. It's beautiful. And every little thing we do in life and living, it becomes an offering back to love. So trust me when I say these simple protocols we can apply in our lives, which will get to this state. I was in that place many turning points in my life, but that one time when the whole world around me, which I thought was my world, called me crazy, rejected me, destroyed me, I heard this beautiful voice from within that I'm not crazy. I have the truth within me and I have the love. And then that one has to be honest. It cannot be based on lie and deception. We've talked about it. We're not here to expand the theory of lie and deception. We are here to simply rise up the love in you, and if it's not there, we will create it. We are not looking at the mistakes. We're not glorifying the faults, because when this kind of love touches you, all that falls away. It takes away all the faults. It starts to show you how beautiful you are, and you grab on to that voice. You hang on to a simple word that comes from within, and you know it's the truth, and then it's a ripple effect. It snowballs into the perfect self that you really are in the totality of your goodness. That's what it is all about. Like I said, it may seem simple, but it's important. Clean up your home. Know that you're blessed with a home. Be grateful, and everything that you have should be of use, not misused. We're not accumulating here, we're eliminating, and we're clearing out. Things are more clear to see when there is spaces between instead of overlapping it, right? That's how we should feel in our minds too. The thoughts have to come very clearly with the perfect space in between, like music or rhythm. What rhythm is that note falling at the right space and place. Art, everything is the same. So all these thoughts, when you're reflecting, this happened with that one, this happened, and she said this, he said this, he said that 10 years back, and now you want to take revenge. All that dance drama, This morning I was still being bombarded with these conversations in my mind about what was done to me and how I can get justice, or what I'm going to do now, and all those things. And in one simple thought form, it diffused all that is, love doesn't think that way. If somebody is doing wrong to you, say for example, they're giving you something that you don't want, natural thing to do is to react, is to say, no, I don't want it. Why are you doing this to me, right? And you start to protect yourself, because that's natural. This kind of high love, it's simple actually. You can't even call it high. It's just the nature of love to radiate an energy of absolutely no offense at all. And it will say, okay, but you have to mean it. You cannot pretend, you cannot fake it. It has to happen organically. Like I said, that truth and honesty, because people are saying so many different things and they don't mean it. They don't mean it at all. That's why so many problems come, because people have to be trustworthy. We have to trust each other. And we rely on somebody's word or somebody's promise to help, right? So, this kind of love, naturally, when it comes, it says, okay, that's fine. Because it has no fear, you see, cannot be destroyed. It's mostly fear. Out of fear, we react. Few words that was told to me, it's still taking all the time to perfect it. Like, don't react. Don't react means there are energies inside that are very conflicting to the opposite energies that exist. Trust me, believe me. I said, there is all these mockers and haters and doubters inside of us, and they're all right all the time, isn't it? That's it. That's all the teaching you have for me is don't react. But somehow he gifted me with the ability to obey. Even that came from a very difficult place. So, okay, you say yes. That's the first step. You say yes, and you'll make it all easy. We don't have to believe in our weakness that is very strong. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. One touch, one word, one look, that energy is strong, It can blow away all the debris. It can clear out all the dirt. It's powerful. It's a good cleaner. It works. It's like a ripple effect, You just put a finger in that dirt or in the place where it needed all that cleansing, and it vibrates and spreads and affects everything that is attached to it in that space. Don't react. So I tried, to keep thinking about that word. Don't react, don't react, don't react. Then I realized, wow, it is the most difficult thing to do, because the eruptions are happening, volcanic eruptions are happening organically, naturally, when all these stones are thrown on you. But there came a time when I could do it intentionally. It's doable. It's very possible, because it's not happening in the mind anymore. And then you get to a state where you can, like I said, honestly react to that, what we were talking about. Somebody is giving you something you don't like and you want to reject it. You want to say, get out of the door, door's open, get out, right? I say, okay. And when we receive it in a way that shows absolutely no offense, you are ready to sacrifice, you are ready to take it boldly with the faith that nothing will happen to you. He knows what's happening. That powerful spirit is there to touch it and melt it away or change it. It is a beautiful throwback, and it backfires, and you go, wow, you're not reacting. You say. After a while, I was being shaken. It's like, what happened to you? What happened to you? Why are you not reacting? What happened to your anger? What happened to all the dances you do? So you see the transformation happen. so gently and so beautifully. And then you start to believe in it, Like I said, it's just the first step. You're in the train, you don't want to fall, you're not going to be thrown. You're going to make it. We're going to reach the destination. So we'll take it slow and nice, and we'll drag this because it's a very intense topic. I used to be very fast and download too many things at the same time, and I realized that it's not being accepted the same way it's given. So then he slowed it down a lot. A lot of fine tuning's been happening now, and every time I think I'm sick or I want to take rest, it squirms inside until I let it out. So again, it's a spontaneous thing. There is no like controlling it. So you're very free in the mind. You're doing your chores, you're doing it with a free mind, and there is no clutter or there is no aggressive energies in the home. And you can feel it. That is how you fill your home with peace. And anyone who comes into that home will also receive the same. It is true. Every home has to be like a church. Then he will come. That is the bride that he is coming for in the Christian, People talk about Christ all the time. That kind of love is very different. It's very unique. How can you stop war? Love is the way. You open your arms. It's true. You can certainly love your enemies. It is exactly the opposite of what we're all fighting here against. This one doesn't fight. He told us fight without fighting. We were being kicked out of the house, illegally and very immorally. And there was a word that came, he will take care of us. And we believed in it, and we were homeless and on the streets, living in motels and, creating creative ways to make money. Didn't ask anyone. Lived in the motels and hotels with a boy and a cat. We did it. It's a story, it's history now, but I learned a lot of lessons during those times. Fight without fighting, because it's true. War always creates bloodshed and destruction. We don't want that. Heart loves, doesn't hurt. So we'll begin with our own home. Go home today and think about very clearly, with awareness, take it one day at a time. Begin with the kitchen if you're a woman. Know where everything is and clean it up. It'll make a big difference within and around us. Begin at home within first. It's a very therapeutic activity. Before you go on to Amazon and start ordering something, think about it. First, clean it up. Accumulating and holding is it only buries what we need to clean up. I lived with one certain kind of a person who did that. He would just pile up everything and then cover it up with a sheet and then say it's clean. Well, that's cheating, isn't it? It takes as long as it takes to clean up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any restrictions. It doesn't have any rules. It doesn't have a time limit. You take your own time, but do it with a clean mind and a pure heart. You watch. Miracles can happen. So let's begin at home. It sounds very like a crazy and very simple thing, but I'm telling you, it's not that easy to create a part of yourself. If you're a bitter person, an angry person, to say, no, I'm going to walk around with a smile today, and whoever I come across, I'm going to be nice. Love in all its beautiful forms of goodness. So journey with me, be with me as I do it with you. This is not something that is pushed on and telling you what to do, what not to do. It's a suggestion. Look into it and choose it, and do it willingly. If you're doing it, don't do it for anyone else. Do it for your own self. Like they say, be good for goodness sake. And then it will grow on you. So that's the work. It's not comes free, because it will have a value that you can cherish for lifetimes. And we live with that dignity and confident grace because we did the work. And you'll be proud of yourself. And if we look at one thing, another thing will pop up. So it's a lot of work, but we have to begin somewhere. So we'll see where all this goes. So far so good. ETA on time. Train is still on the track. And we will keep up the effort, do our best. Always think, what will love do? In that spirit of Christ, And it will change your mind. It will fill your heart with different kind of feelings, rather than to attack or retaliate. It is that powerful. You can feel it in my tone. I feel very loved, and I feel all the love that's coming out through these words. If you're open to hearing it, it will touch you. There's no doubt about it. Because every creation, every created being knows love. That's how it was created. It was created with love. So there are no love failures here. It is a blessing. It's a gift. And it's being given. Whether you need it or not, whether you know you want it or not, doesn't matter. That's how beautiful it is. So receive it on faith that there is love around. There is goodness all around. We just have to open our eyes, clear our minds, purify our hearts, and see it and feel it and experience it. And life can become very, very beautiful. And pleasant to live with it inside the body and outside. Until next time, let's let love make its way into our hearts. May peace be with you at all times, in all things you do, in all the thoughts you think, in all the food you eat. If you know you have love in your heart, then keep on loving. Understand what it is from within your heart. I know at a time like this, it's February 5th, 2025, Everybody is hoping, praying, trying to be free, trying to fix this, trying and trying and trying. But it just seems like it's getting worse, isn't it? Just hear me out, dear brothers and sisters, men and women, and even children. All souls who are born are aware in some way, some kind of a frustration of not getting enough, not getting what we want. It's time to recalibrate where our mind is with our heart and what we're doing in our lives. To calm down, slow down, and welcome the new change. It depends from where you look at things. I am experiencing it every day, and that's why I am sharing it with the hope that these words are filling the space that I am in and all over the world as I pray for my friends who knock on my door for a little peace and a solution for their problems. Like right now, this noise outside is my problem. What do? I can continue talking, focusing on the thoughts that's arising in my mind, but that's exactly what everyone's going through. There is so much noise in the mind. There is so much hurt in the heart. Life just seems to get complicated and more complex. Is there any end to this? Can we ever be free from this? Right? I understand. I kind of perceive and know what exactly is going on. But I am not interested in joining the world's sorrows and the situation that we've brought ourselves into, because there is no end to it. If I open up that file and start complaining and throw darts at people, find faults, then there will be no end to it. It will become like an infectious disease, and we will be that much far away from love. You forget to love. So let's just give ourselves a jolt and shake ourselves up, and wake up. Okay, let's start all over again. Where am I? What am I doing? Where is my mind at? How is my heart feeling? We've tried it. We're trying and trying. It's trying. Nothing's happening. So there must be some other way, right? Exactly where are we going wrong? Are we trying to fix the piece of the puzzle in the wrong place, in the wrong space? Are you following me? One needs to be realistic and honest about the truth and the goodness we carry from within. It's not necessarily that we have to follow rules for God, nor do we approach Him with anger and frustration. He knows. We know actually from within there is a part of us that knows exactly what choices we made and where we are at. We cannot fool ourselves. We are the only ones who's tracking what's happening in our lives. So let's not be deluded. Let's come out of that spell. Let's break open from that spell. This is the only answer right now. From where I'm sitting, what I'm going through, I can share this. We are on the love train. Love is in the air. There is a way to approach things in life, and we have to figure that out. Time's running out, that's what we feel like, right? Somebody's financially upset, somebody's upset some other way. I mean, it's at the crux now. It's peaked. But we're not going to get the answer right away. That's not going to work. And then we will be tempted to keep repeating the patterns over and over and over again. This insanity that we're stuck in and bound by, that needs to be healed, touched, and some kind of an aware awakening has to happen to reset this whole thing. Even if what we think, our ideas, our mind, our thoughts, even if something like that happens, there is no proof or guarantee that you'll be in a better place. It is you push this to that side, you do this to fix that, then you do. For example, with the money thing is now the main problem for everybody. This is the major classroom. There is a way to be in God's economy. I've been living like that for 10 years. Every day you have to build up your faith. You have to remember what He did for you. You have to be grateful. All He wants you to do is trust Him. Trust that there is a higher power from within. There is a God, somebody watching. He doesn't do things in the worldly way, nor does He do things at the time that we think it needs to be done. There is a kind of surrender that when you let go, you are in this space of absolute freedom, and there is so much space and the willingness to love from that place. When we are married to stress and money and all the time we're thinking about that, we're not getting enough sleep, we're not sleeping properly, our health is going down, we're not able to remember what we are going to do for the day, our house is in a mess. See, there is so much clutter in the mind. When we are in that state, how are we going to know when God does come and help you? When somebody does come and give you what you need, you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to push it away. You're going to choose something else. You're going to be scattered. That pattern is so strong. The change has to happen from within. Then we can expect some change to happen outside. We have a family, we're living together. every day each one must, nobody can tell somebody else what to do. You do this, then I'll feel better. Everything is wrong, right? The foundation is wrong, then the house can't be built properly. If it is breaking, for us it's a totally different story. We are being attacked illegally for a long time now, being deceived. This is a very high level war going on here. So, I share my story freely and I say, if your problem seems bigger than mine, then I bow down. Let's show compassion to each other. Let's walk on this with more faith. Let's live our day like it matters every day. Let's be strong to not be affected by the outward pushes and the constant attempt to derail you, make you fall, walk on the old ways. No, it's you. We need to start somewhere, and then we get practice doing that. To be in a state of mind, to be able to love from within, to be able to choose to have a good day. That is how it's going to change. It has to radiate from within. Be ready, prepared when the help does come. We will be free. He is eager to help. He is eager to love. All I can do right now, sitting here, I wish I could help everybody knocking on the door, but it's too much. Too many problems, so complex, so complicated, and we've made so many knots in relationships and choices. It's hard. That's why he's kept me like this. I don't have money. I don't have. All I can give is a good word and share my mind and my heart from what he has made me into in all the experiences that I've had at the highest level. So I guess I can understand anyone in between, those two. Instead of falling and tripping in my own problems, my own mind. And then the selfishness. Even if people have money and they can help somebody, they're scared to let go even $1. This we experienced this 10 years back. The richest place in Napa, California. And it didn't work. Just think about it. It's not permanent. We don't know that we're doing it right, but there is that poverty mindsets which keeps us from feeling free, feeling happy. I am literally penniless right now. I don't feel that though. I do feel healed and blessed that for tomorrow I would have some food. I can see, for all that you need a proper thinking mind and a proper feeling heart. You have to let him in. We have to stop giving ideas. We just have to stop it and clear the mind. Then the answers will come from within. It's happened to me so many times at the most insane state of mind. That thing has risen up from within me, and I knew exactly what to do. And the help came instantly when I had zero rupees in my purse. And when the idea comes from that place in the mind, you think and you're in tune with his will. then it happens. It's like that. That relationship that we're having with ourselves need to be based on love. And we have to correct ourselves a little bit, change our minds a little bit. There is no other way. No other way. Right now, at this time, there is no other way for people, good people like us, suffering so much, to come together and see what we can do. We cannot be receiving everything because we throw tantrums. That doesn't satisfy the equation. We have to be prepared for what is about to happen. Receive it. Open our eyes to the faith and belief that we are heading towards a more beautiful place, a more satisfying life, meaningful relationships. Even if there are mockers and laughers out there, that's fine. This is where I am at. This is my truth. As I reflect on all the weird and very strange experiences that has led us to this place, it's not impossible. It is doable. Somebody has to do it first, right? So calm that mind of yours. Feel that love in your heart as I share this with you as a friend. All the good people out there. I think we've fought enough. I think we've hated enough. We've blamed enough. Sometimes you could be very, very wrong. Be open to accept it. Then we can correct our lives. We can correct our lives just a little bit. And the help will come. We have to be in the right place in our minds and hearts. Some habits and patterns need to be broken. Ungodly attitudes, godless gestures, like we say. You have to feel it. You have to know what it is to be aligned, be in the center. It's taken a long time for me, and my hope and prayer is that people just receive the gift and the blessing, and it doesn't have to work as hard as I did. Just understand, as we put it in simple words like this and share it in an energy so powerful and so beautiful that it touches you in such a way that you wake up being a different person and receive his mighty grace, and let Him do the work for you, with you, for you. Nothing else matters. It starts to feel very puny, very petty and cheap. The things that we really cry for and fight about. Bring yourselves up to say sorry to that person that you hurt or hated today. Or say you love them. Share your life. Share what you have. We're not that poor. We can be happy today with what we have. And tomorrow can be even more beautiful. I'm not just saying this because they sound beautiful. It's coming from my heart as I'm experiencing it in my life. It's real. This is as real as it gets. So that is the answer to our problems. Is sometimes the problem is not the problem. It needs to be resolved. When the reflection is this beautiful, how can the source be ugly? Go deeper inside yourself. Wake up to love and life within yourself. He's very forgiving. There will be an answer to everything, to every tear. So we're going to move on with love. Stop hurting and hating and blaming. Start thinking in the right track. Let's get on the right track. And people like us need to come together. We can't run away, escape. How alone and lonely do we need to be? What we gonna do? Saving all the money for our own selves, building mansions, and then living all alone, nobody to love, nothing to share. What's the point? Is that life? That's living death from where I see it. I don't have anything. I don't have anyone around, and I'm still living my life fully. I know God's listening to me. I know God's watching me. I know that I'm right. I'm also in pain. My body is stressed with all the limitations, but yet I choose to be right, and I'm doing well, my best with what I have. I'll keep doing it until the road becomes bigger and easier to tread on. I'll do it on behalf of the whole world. I'll do it on behalf of all my children. But I'm here doing it. Doing the work, choosing love, choosing the right. And I hope to join many more hands, many more hearts, many more minds. it's still gonna be the same world. We're just gonna do it a little differently. We're gonna break old patterns. We're going to think differently. We're gonna speak differently. We're gonna feel differently. Be open for the change. It's not true that people who lie and cheat are winning. It's not true. They're losing terribly. So let's live with grace and dignity. Carry the burden for a little more time. Wait for the space to clear out. So many impossible things have happened, and we should do a little more work to be grateful, be thankful for what we have. And if there are nasty things around that is troubling and bothering, we will strengthen our minds to deal with it with love and truth. If somebody is banging your head to pay back the money that you don't have, it's happened to me. If you don't have anything to say, if you don't have it, just be quiet in the space. Don't make it worse. Try to be good. Don't try, just do it. Maybe you are scheduled for some change, some big change. Be in this space and it will change. It will get better. As it did for me. It's still happening. I'm not giving this talk, sitting on a big $1 million mansion, and I'm just as bankrupt. But I'm not choosing to complain. I'm not choosing to be on the track of what's wrong, because there is so much that is right and good that I feel like I don't even have time to keep up with those things. Even the simplest things in life, making food, eating with gratefulness, you feel whole, you feel complete. This is not poverty, this is how to feel rich. Because when we don't have the right mindset and the heart's not in the right place, even if you get $1 million tomorrow, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be able to perceive it with the crappy mindset. Doesn't matter how big of a position you have, your mind's not right, everything's gonna go wrong, whatever you do from that place. So break free from that. Break free. It's not gonna hurt. You're gonna be relieved. Because we need that. At the end of our lives, we want to live with the soul being free. So we'll keep doing our best. There is no time limit for this. To choose love and live love, He will create the time and the space. Break free from those patterns. Let us respect the life that we carry in the body, mind and spirit, and we can help others that are around truthfully. One has to be practical. Be careful. Do not fall for that again, because there is a lot of deception and lies. So again, this is a path of truth and love. One has to be really honest. It will create many ways to free you from the shackles we bind ourselves, whether it's relationship or just normal living every day. We were talking about simple things like clean up your home. I know you have all these problems, needs to be solved, and she's telling me to clean up the home. It's a therapy. Nobody's in the right mindset. Everybody's disoriented. But we need to start somewhere, to start cleaning up, and as the thoughts and the minds get more and more tame and clear, it will start to make sense. Prioritizing what's important. So we're getting free from that kind of insanity that we've gotten ourselves into. You don't have to hate the world. You don't have to hate anyone. You don't have to isolate yourself. Wherever you're at right now, you're in the right place. Begin from there with whoever are around you. We need the life, we need the living, we need the people in order to do this work. A lot of clearance is going on, cleaning up is going on, so it seems like a mess. There's a lot of gifts that is being waiting to be given. So right now, just trust me on my word. It's gonna get better. It's a promise. But we need to be in the right place. Break free from the blocks in order to experience that love from within. He knows every detail, every little thing will be touched and changed. It's a journey. One has to go through all the steps to finish. Like I said, be practical. You buy tickets for a football game, you're not going to be watching basketball, are you? Right. So take it easy. Sleep well. All kinds of good things are going to come. It's already there for now. Work with that. And allow love to free you. Free your mind. Open your heart. And I will be sitting here and praying and sending love, because it's the best thing I can do right now, as I am experiencing breaking free from the things that are pounding my head and heart too. We'll do this together. We'll do it together. We'll join hands and we'll do it together. Giving each other support, strength, words of love and wisdom. And we'll get there soon. So take care and break free. These talks are coming as the needs are rising, and so should we. It is time to rise high. Love is in the air. And we are on a journey here. And these blessings come as in my world here, in my experience, as things are happening. And I search for answers. I pray for relief. We talked about simple things in life that we can start to practice: cleaning up the home, breaking free from repeated patterns that keep us entangled in circles. Now it's time to rise high, meaning think about the higher purpose. Doing things with an attitude that gives you joy. We are transitioning to a different time period here. If He has blessed me to experience it, I'm sure it is for everybody. It's tested and tried on me, so there is no risk. There is no side effects. There are no side effects for anyone. It's been tested and tried, and it is awesome to be in this space and place where you literally be free from, you can feel it, you only need a drop, my dear. You only need a drop to understand and experience the essence. Let it drop on you. Receive it. Let it cleanse you. You come free and be born again in a new way. You know yourself, what you are. It only takes a drop to experience the essence. And then it keeps growing and growing and growing, because that is the part that we want to be with. All the other problems, as we keep growing into this new place, it will get resolved. We don't have to think about resolutions. We don't have to think about solutions. We don't have to think about how we're going to fix this, what we're going to do with this person or that person. That road is an endless dead end. There is no end to that. Yeah, we might have done a few things or be successful, but now we're gonna go fast. It's gonna happen fast. That's all it takes for a one drop, of that stain to just spread, like, when you put ink in a blotted paper and it just spreads around. It does it automatically, isn't it? You have to believe on faith and believe these words. Thank you for the distracting noise, so I can become more perfect in my silence. Make it louder, make my love more prominent in my system. You have to let that first step happen, and then it's going to be a ripple effect. Anybody can do it. This habit of finding excuses why we can't do something or why it won't happen, or we have to let that go because that's immature. You don't know that how many blessings we have missed because of that. But it's time now. Okay, understand what it means to you, in your mind, in your shape, in your life, what it means to rise high. This is a no nonsense place. This is a place of conversations that has meaning, relationships that has purpose. It is a spirit of very high caliber. At the same time, it's not going to get mad on none of the rules that we're following there in that place from where we need to break free in order to rise high. It's not happening here. The past is just not here. If you're open to what I'm saying, have ears to listen. It can touch you in such a way that your life can change now. Isn't that what everybody wants? He has manifested an elaborate arrangement. How big does he need to be for us to see him? I used to think I'm crazy, but I think I'm just blessed to see it, even as a drop, even if it's just a dot, it's a red color. One song, one word, it would touch me so deeply. And I would just be basking in that glorious presence. What a blessing. When this happened 15 years ago, and I had baggage, so much baggage that I felt ashamed and shy in front of this. When is it gonna get over? When am I gonna get cleaned up? But I'm here now. The elaborate process has been done through and to me. Now I feel I have the right, or I can share this gift however it spontaneously comes, or whoever he puts in my life. I don't have an agenda. I don't want to become anything. I don't need a following. I don't want 1,000,000 followers. That's not what the goal is. The goal is to touch your heart in such a way that you feel loved. And in that presence of love, you feel like living again. That's what rising up means. Overcoming, and changing into what we can really become in His presence, in somebody loving you. There is no more, nobody loves me, this, that. No, because I'm here to say I love you. It's a beautiful kind of love. It's not harmful in any way. Let it come in. Let it come in. And let it vibrate in every cell and every space in your body, mind, and spirit. And you rise up to understand your own self at the highest state of consciousness. Everybody can do this. Everybody needs to do this if That's what the new age is all about. Realized souls, and yet doing all the same wonderful things we did in the world, except we won't be carrying this baggage. We won't have the heavy burden of the world's dragging demands and oppression. We'll have to rise high. It's a myth that we're sinking, we're being drowned. It's delusion. It's not true. It's not true. There is beauty everywhere. 2025, like I was saying, it seems like the burden is increasing and the challenges. No, on this other side, there are so many beautiful things happening. Just the climate, just the weather, it's actually nice. Even though, again, it's a habit to find faults with everything, to look at it and say this is wrong, that is wrong. How much of that are we going to keep accumulating? Can't we find a part of ourselves to look at the beautiful sky and say how nice, and enjoy it? Look at a rainbow and appreciate its colors in the sky, how beautiful. Simple things in life. Offering someone coffee or food or a smile, even. Simple things. Freely, without having some background app going on, reading the person's body, reading the person's mind. That old mindsets, and it's gone. It is extinct now. It's not going to exist here. Everybody has the chance to rise up, walk those few steps and enter the kingdom. It begins with you. Begins with you. Wake up and rise up. To snap out of that. How long are we going to be in the same classroom? Right? So I'll be sitting here all day today, since I have got this blessing, and practicing it, radiating the spirit of empowerment, support, and the will to create our kingdom that belongs to God, belongs to goodness, belongs to love, and practice it and live it. Yes, even at this day and age, somebody has to start it. Somebody has to do it. Why not me? You can think the same way. Nobody is doing the good to you. Nobody is doing anything right. So why don't you take the responsibility? Why don't you do it right? The things that are complicatedly messed up, leave it to Him. There is a bigger mind. There is a higher intelligence that can help you. I'm not talking about artificial intelligence. That is a if you've gone that far, then you've lost it. There is no greater awareness than the mind that you have within you and tracking your own life, because there is a heart and there is a conscience. Anything artificial, they don't have that. Anything you do to your body that is unnatural, it's not of God, it's not of natural. Reconciling with the creation, you need to be in that spirit. We're not anything higher, or we can experience the highest of the highest wisdom and knowledge, but we cannot take, run with it and call it our own, and have this big ego that is so it's so disgusting, blasting that off everywhere and only thinking about yourself. It's starting to look ugly. It's starting to be more and more clear what that is. So, we're not going to talk about that too much. We're going to talk about what we can do now. What is the right thing to do now? Higher purpose. Choose the higher purpose as you rise up, rise high, and understand what it is. It will help you. It will help you, the spirit within. I am not a very intelligent person or somebody who comes from a very. I have gone through it all. The pain. I have experienced pain at the highest level. I have experienced love. I have experienced the essence. So, this is somebody who has been dragged through all of that to show as an example and inspire you, not to make an impression, not to make impress you, but to inspire you. Yes, an impression to touch your heart in such a way that you also try to do something like this. It's a choice to make, Sometimes it feels lonely, but you have to do the work on your own self, isn't it? Siddha Yogi, you have to understand what that is. So all the siddhas, all the things that we can do as a human being in life to master it, whatever that is, all the goodness, you master it, and you stay in that state of absolute balance. Then you radiate beauty, even through pain. You can shine a smile, and we'll get there eventually. So that's my prayer today, that we find our strength to rise high and reach up to that sky, which is the beginning. And then we'll just keep flying. No accidents will happen in our own space. In our own pace, in our own place, with all the grace that He has for us, in beautiful ways, impossible ways it's impossible for us, not for Him, not for that spirit that knows everything He knows everything in and out. That being inside of you that's been watching, waiting. It's time to wake up. It's time for the souls to wake up, awaken. It's time. So let's come together in love and connect at the highest level. It's actually the simplest level. It's not complicated at all. Let go of the habitual cravings and convert everything as a love. He doesn't waste anything. It's hard to create something new. You'll just use what's existing and make it into new. It's easier, right? So let's do it. Rise high. It's a very peaceful and quiet space that I am in. It's actually after midnight, around 12:30. It's already February 10th, 2025. Time seems to be flying faster. So I'm going to do my best, humbly offering this space to some good thoughts that may spread the goodness in everybody's heart. 100% of the time, it's a spirit. It's in everybody. The experience has been profoundly consistent. When it wants to say something, it comes and it comes through you and it says. Most of the time we don't know what's going to happen. It's a very spontaneous experience. And most of the time it comes when one is in extreme stress. That's when you want to pray, you want to figure out things, you want to use the world's experiences to go more deep within, find that beauty, bring that smile out. I was trying to use distractions to not go into places that is uncomfortable. But this kind of work we do, as is our theme, is becoming ministers of love, finding that love within, because it finds a path, it always finds a solution to the mind's chaotic confusions and the heart's overwhelming emotions. There is a spirit from within that emotions create. And some thoughts go by and it sounds so good, and we used to just write it down. The mind has come a long way to be able to ride with this. It's not an easy thing. It seems like a new and modern way of a spiritual path. It's a gift. And the gift, as it explains itself to us, it is also helping us, it is also blessing us. As I speak, I'm also hearing and I'm also feeling good, listening to this kind of wisdom coming from within. I was thinking about this in the morning, but just now when I sat down, I didn't remember anything. Then there is this voice inside, it keeps telling you what to do, and just start and it'll flow. It happens all the time, 100% of the time. It is flawless, as we have identified it as. It's flawless because it's authentic, it's the truth. There's no deception here. As you're experiencing it, you're expressing it. So it is truth. Cannot lie about it, It's like when you get hurt, you feel pain. Pain is real. Although we could go into places where we're deceiving even about pain. If we are deceiving about pain, then we could tend to deceive about love too. It has to be realistic. But I have mentioned it before. This body and this mind and the spirit that I am in right now, It is work for me to overcome the body's pain or limitations or whatever, and choose the center, choose a mindset that is living life completely to the full capacity of its expression of love and life. That's my understanding of what's happening within me as I observe my own growth and my path. We used to write it down because we would forget it, because the distractions of the world are so strong. We'll talk about the duality. And I was thinking that emotions are like a skin to the mind. Body to the mind's body. Just as skin is to this body, the physical body. We cover it up. We are taught to express the body's presence in a decent way, so we may look beautiful, right? It's all about the dress we wear. How well we carry ourselves in respectful manner in the body, that much we radiate the presence of respect, isn't it? Think about it. But what's happening inside the mind, it's covered, so we think. Then we express what we think in our mind, communicate through sound with each other, have relationships. And it is a science, right? There is a platform where we experience emotions, feelings, virtues, character. So there is always a choice we can make. If we can touch this part of us, this deep part that is wrapping us as a being walking around, just like anything else in creation that is alive and animating its presence. So even the emotions of the mind need to be covered and ironed in such a way that we can present ourselves in a dignified manner. If it's coming out of us, we need to look at it. It's possible to change it, to transform it, to heal it, and to reach a very balanced state of presenting the self in our daily activities, whether somebody is there with you or not. There is something, somebody watching from within, and it's a very strong presence. This may sound very heavy, but it's actually very simple. We have just fallen too far from ourselves into the world's distraction, and this may sound absurd, but it's not, because it exists and somebody's experiencing it. So for that person, it's true, it's alive. Hurting each other or creating uncomfortable consequences because of the choices made from selfish attitudes, poverty stricken mindsets, all that. It just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't seem beautiful. It's a lie. It's a lie that the more skin you expose, the more beautiful you look, or the more unnaturally you want to be beautiful from outside. It's a lie. I met my friend's mother today. She's about 70 years old, and right away the demon in her pounced on my hair. I'm 51. Oh yeah, I have a lot of grey hair. I know it's a craze now to look young, but anything that you're doing unnaturally it's not the truth. At this age, what my body has gone through, the last thing I want to waste my time on is something that drains my energy. I did it once, putting mehndi or whatever, henna, coloring my hair, and it is such a lot of work, and it was just not worth it. So I learned my lesson, and then I've been naturally just being as natural as I can, doing the needful to the body, and it's fantastic. I said, what? I'm fine. I'm wonderful. So when I radiated my being comfortable with myself, she said, okay, fine. That's good. You're maintaining. So the interactions with people, how we behave, what comes out, any other normal person would get offended, right? Anybody is booking your body, your personal habits, especially hair. I think there's a lot of controversies and emotions that goes around. Excuse me, just on the topic of hair. Even children. Oh, my son used to be obsessed with his hair. Sometimes he would go on and on. Anyway, it's a journey. Just getting over the body consciousness, it takes so much time. When are we going to get to the mind? Then when are we going to get to the soul? It seems like an endless process, isn't it? But the duality exists. I'll make this short and sweet and then let you go back into your space and think about it. As I also want to retire and think about it. Because these words now, it's coming only when I'm practicing it. I'm not just talking, I'm living it every day. I'm living these words, and then it comes out. I don't want to be a person who says something and does something else. I want to live it. I want to be that word. The duality exists in exact equal proportions. So we should thank the opposite, so you can become the perfect being that you really are. The duality is going to exist. We cannot expect the distractions to fall away for us to be focused. The distractions are there for us to master our concentration and focus on the self and keep rising it up and keep improving it. We have to live it. If the teachings are not lived, it doesn't have a value, it won't have a life, it will never transfer. When somebody lives a life, then you can show that it's possible to do. So keep that love burning, keep that spirit high, rise it up, and with all humility we carry our self, our life, and we live just as natural as any other created being, and experience the human beings can share love, experience joy, give. All these beautiful qualities can only be experienced through a human being. That's why this opportunity has been given to us. And everything else just falls away. You don't want to waste any time. You want to live. So I'm going to do it. We'll do it together. Wake up in the morning. Get good night's sleep. Wake up in the morning and choose it to whatever you do for the body or for the mind. We do it with full awareness, focus, the right thing. Find that voice to be able to help and burn away all other deluded attitudes and doubts, so we can know ourselves better. Then we are comfortable in our own skin. We can walk around a little more freely, breathe a little more freely. Don't worry about the opposite side too much. That is also a trick. It's also a test. Without having that other side, evil, Satan, whatever people are calling, we will try to rise up the best quality in us, the highest form of compassion, love, kindness. Give it back as a gift. It's possible to do. So we'll do our best to observe that a duality exists, but that doesn't mean we cannot experience the oneness. Because we're alive, we're in the body, we are able to perceive that there is a mind, and then there are thoughts, and then there are feelings, right? Let's not get carried away too much into anything. Find our balance. That's the work I'm doing, and I have survived some very impossible situations. Trust me. I hope that we come together as a family. And that's another thing that's been hitting on me. The more I try to separate, thinking it's not happening, the more it's coming together. The more I think I want to give up, the more I rise up. I had a vision just yesterday that all my family members, of even the pets that were with me, taught me so much. They were all there in human forms, and blessing me and radiating this joy, and I was just feeling extremely elated and happy that it's done. We've done it. We're making our way back home. So people who are living together in a family, give a little more respect to the space and the people. Wake up to understanding that we need each other to experience happiness, joy, and overcome all the other energies that wants to clash, create violence, hurt the body, hurt the minds. It needs to be separated all the way. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep doing the work, and I just pray that we all know ourselves and understand each other and give us the space to experience what we have come to experience and go back home. And make this life a success. Understand what that is. Track what's happening in your life and be honest about it, and then we'll take it from there. So you all take care, and we will see you soon.